Got them niggas, man. The niggas front on that camera. That's crazy.
What happened? Oh, y'all niggas singing that shit?
Everybody
That
singing that
shit
Cadabra.
stinks, bro.
Y'all.
Hey, man, I'm here. Shit got Spence, man. I'm sleepy. I am
You was just
irritated.
wide awoke.
Boy, what? I've been up since.
You was just wide
Fuck,
awoke for
man.
him and everything.
No, it wasn't.
You was just
I was
hyped.
You
excited.
said you was ready.
I was excited,
You
but
was
I'm
up and
very,
ready.
very sleepy. My body woke me up at like 3 o'clock in the morning this morning.
For what?
Me and the family had a great workout. And I was in the bed and just my hamstrings locked up. Y'all seen it. It's been on film already. You know what I mean? I ain't got the strongest hamstrings. So they both locked up on me at the same time, right? And so it was all fucked up. And then we fucking went to a party, so a kids party. So I had to we had to eat out. So I went to Taco Bell and I went to bed on a full stomach.
You ate
so
Taco
now I'm
Bell.
trying to use the bathroom, but my legs are straight because I don't want to bend them because I don't want to cramp up no more. So it was just a hell of a fucking morning, man. And
So you got the boo-boo with the straight leg?
yeah, that
Taco
shit's
Bell at-
fucked, ain't it? That shit is fucked. Because I have both of them. I get a hamstring, not even a hamstring pull, but I get them often because my hamstring is just terrible.
Like a Charlie horse.
Yeah, but it was in both legs. So I was like, fuck it, I gotta use the bathroom. So I was just sitting there like, I'm not straining or nothing. I don't want to fucking, I just don't want to feel that pain no more. So yeah, I've been up since 3 o'clock. Then I got up. I said, fuck it, man. I'm going to get up, man. I'm going to get ready because we got an amazing song to review.
And amazing? That's what you thought it was going to
So
be?
I got up at like 9. We got up at like 9.
Boy, white Jesus will do it to you every time. Have you thinking that white savior.
That's crazy. That's top. He's my top 2, man. M is him.
Stop saying that.
Top 2 what?
Nah,
Rapper ever.
He number 1 for me.
Number 1.
Lyricist?
Number
I don't
one?
put
Rapper.
I don't put Pac up. I don't put Pac up there, but it go Nas M for me easily.
What?
Why?
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 Like, okay, so when do you find yourself revisiting
You heard
any of
you've
his
listened to
catalog?
me listening to Eminem in the bathtub before.
The bathtub
That's
is wild.
crazy, but no, I don't remember ever
Oh, you
hearing you
remember
just
that?
listening
Oh,
to it.
You posted it on the internet. Like, why is he listening to Eminem in the bathtub?
Oh, maybe that was like,
But
how
shout
long ago
out.
was that?
It was a minute.
Yeah.
I still listen to him though. They got a shout out to Title. They got an Eminem Essentials on there. I was killing that shit. But yeah, man. So I got up. Wifey fixed me a breakfast sandwich and it was great. Right, and then we got up in here and then it's like, what the fuck?
How long did it take you to finish boo-booing? Because you should have went back to sleep.
Yeah, it was a minute.
bro.
It was a minute. It was a minute. So man, fuck that shit, man.
You boo with the door open?
And for my last trick,
Real gangsters boo with
Cracked.
the door open.
Cracked.
Okay.
Crack. Yeah. yeah. I ain't gonna do that's not suitable for it. But they put NSFW. I do a crack just in case, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Just in case what? What do you just in case,
Shit
man?
go
Look, hey, I eat a protein, you feel me?
But he's like very bashful. Like he don't want you to come in the bathroom
Yeah,
while he in
that's
there.
great.
He'd be
I'm
like,
doing it.
Yeah, that shit is
like
gross,
I'm in
bro.
the bathroom.
That's like one of the most vulnerable moments in your life on a
Is it
day-to-day basis.
what could happen to you? Like
A
what can I
lot.
possibly do to
why
you
would
if I walk
wanna
in
be
there?
the bathroom?
If
While
I'm
I'm
like
doing
handing
it.
you a roll of tissue, like I gotta put my arm around the
That's
door,
it.
like I can't
That's
even come
it.
in.
No, if you gotta hand me a roll of tissue, that means you are inconsiderate.
You're really vulnerable.
No, that means you're inconsiderate. It should always be a fresh roll of tissue. Why the fuck would you use the tissue and then leave the motherfucker naked?
I don't know why, because you do it often.
No, I don't.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Don't
So,
get up here and lie on this Sunday.
yeah, man. So yeah, it took me a minute to go back to sleep, man. So I'm kind of sleepy right now. My body is thrown off. But I want to shout out SO, man.
What I do?
SO told me to listen to a Dog Pound album, right?
You downloaded the. I like it, man.
I was able to get some hate off.
Okay.
So so somebody wife used to frequent is on the album.
Wait, what?
What? Hold on.
I was listening to it.
Somebody
and
want to use the what?
And I had the ox here, right? So I had the ox in
That
the
I
truck.
used to
So it was bumping, right?
Is it corrupt?
And I was like, man, this
No.
nigga stinks.
One of her old things on the album stinking?
Oh, he was on the record, man. When he was on his
Trady?
he was on his hip hop to hippity
What?
hip hop.
Goldie Loke?
Please go away. No.
I was able to get. I said, yeah. Oh, so this how it feels when niggas be, you know what I'm saying? When the chicks be shooting at niggas' baby mamas and shit. I'm like, oh, I get to see this nigga in a vulnerable state.
Which one, Badass?
No, he
Can
was.
y'all please? No.
That ass is dead.
This is wild. What is going on?
Who else? It got to be one of the LBC crew niggas.
No, he don't do that, man.
Lord have mercy.
Snoop shit.
Shout out. Hey, man, shout out.
No, first of all, that was just a friend from back in the day. So don't even do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And we not finna sit up here and do that today.
Look, take up for your man. Shit.
First of all, I'm a married woman.
Roscoe?
Let's go there. I've been with the same man for over a decade.
RBX? Like, I'm trying to figure out who.
Yeah.
A lot of them niggas.
So I was able to get some hate off, man. But man,
It was terrible?
shout out to him for getting on the Dog Pound song.
Was he worse than Abracadabra or?
Shout out to that man.
Was it Rage?
It was definitely rage. It was definitely
I don't
rage.
know who left in the DVD.
Yeah.
Warren G?
It was rage. Me and her had a thing going on.
She was fucking you.
But,
I used to have a crush on Rage.
Did you?
Don't judge me. I
That's
was young.
crazy.
I did.
At what moment? Where was the
Man,
you seen Rage and was like, that's
She
it?
could get it
Yeah.
when she was on the Steve
moment?
Harvey show.
when she was chasing Mike Epps.
When she had the Afro puff.
I had no idea she used to rap.
What?
I always just knew her for like chasing
Baby D?
Yeah.
That is.
I didn't know
that's
she.
wild.
I didn't know she rapped back
The
then.
fact
But
he seen her with Afro Puffs and was like, I would hit is wild.
I'm from Alabama, man. I stand as real.
I mean, no, because again, I was younger during them ages, right?
I'm
But
supposed to go to Mobile.
Death Row had a great roster, but he shelved most of them niggas. Like when you look at the height of Death Row, how many albums? Pac had 2, Snoop 2.
Dre
You got a
one.
Butter Rim, Dre 1,
Dog Pound.
1.
That's it.
Dog Pound got
They was only really up like 4 years, maybe.
None of them Corrupt albums was on Death Row?
No.
When he went back to Death Row later.
2. I think Death Row got. I think Corrupt went back to Death Row and did 1.
Yep.
I think that Michelet, I think
didn't
hers
do
was
an
on
album.
Ruthless.
Rage didn't do an album. Danny Boy didn't do an album. Yeah.
Rage got an album.
Who?
I think Rage did do an album,
She
but
dropped
they
it
was
later.
dead.
Yeah,
they was
exactly.
like
Suge got out of
Who
prison.
was dead?
no, I'm saying the label.
Oh, I'm about to say who the fuck?
The label was dead by the time she did theirs.
Everybody was dead.
Hell of a roster that they didn't do much to.
Rage came out before that because Snoop was still around.
No,
That was a later. That's like a 03, 04.
because when Snoop dropped his album, his second album, he was on the way out anyways.
It was after Dogfather.
And I want to shout out, man. I've been shouting out SO a lot, man. But I think, man, Straight Outta Compton is like creeping into my,
Oh my
top.
God.
Whoo,
Please creep out
It's
of the
top
top.
3.
it's
Movies?
creeping into my top 10.
Movies?
He will not skip it.
Yeah.
Every time it comes on,
like
he
that
plays it like it just
It's
came
a,
out
good,
yesterday.
it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
good, but you don't have to watch it like every day.
Don't make me
Like
change.
we don't need to watch it
you
every day.
Nigga, you know where I'm from, nigga. Bompton, nigga. They did have these. He was on some. He kind of like was on some pussy shit.
Is that your?
I didn't. I don't like.
You said
Her album came out in '97.
you said
But her single came out in '94.
oh 97. That means she.
What she? That was Afro Puffs, wasn't it?
That was on the Butter Rim.
That was on the
soundtrack.
Butter Rim though.
Oh, she's prime. That's prime. That's prime Death Row then.
That's when I first seen Rage.
Her
Right?
single
Wait.
came out. In
But for as
94.
many
Her album
artists as
came
they
out
had,
later.
only 3 artists really like released albums.
Yeah, they spaced it out.
But what you gonna say, Young?
Cause you saying Straight Outta Compton is creeping into your top 10. Is that the best biopic ever?
Nah, hell nah. Bohemian is number 1.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody is number 1 by far,
I don't even
by
know what that
fucking
is.
far.
I don't
It's
even know what that
about Queen.
With Queen. Frankie.
It's really good. I don't know.
Mercury.
Just
Freddie
one
Mercury.
by far, like one and by far in
is.
the same
Queen,
sentence.
By
Rock and Roll?
far.
I don't know about that. It's really.
It's a really good
It's
movie.
really good.
Malcolm X is next, and that's on another planet. Or are we just talking music?
Just biopic.
Bob,
What's love got to do with it?
That's a good one.
Ray won an Oscar.
Who?
Before
yeah,
all
I'm
of it,
not
Ray.
doing that.
Ray.
Yeah, Ray is up there, but no.
Yeah, I forgot about Ray.
I got Ray top 5.
James Brown. What was it?
That shit was trash.
That shit was trash.
I still haven't watched that.
I watched it again
They
yesterday.
had him in playing too many people. I ain't like it. They had him play way too many people. I'm like,
Hey,
hey,
all the
bro,
important black people in history.
man was trashing all of them.
Don't do that.
What about the Temptations? Y'all don't like the Temptations?
I love the Temptations.
I think that's a good one.
Top 3.
Yeah,
Top
Temptations was good.
3. Top 3. Ooh, fuck. Top 3. I got Bohemian. Are we just talking music or are we talking about like,
Just biopics.
oh, Bohemian, Malcolm. What's love got to do with it?
Yeah.
Temptations?
What's love got to do with it? It's good beginning to end.
Elvis.
Nah, they ain't ready.
Yeah.
They ain't there yet. I liked it too, but I ain't putting it in top 5. Ooh. Yeah, we got to revisit this one.
You got to sit down with it
I got to revisit this
yeah.
one. But I've been watching Straight Outta Compton a lot.
every day. I can attest to that. It's like, it's up there with Titanic. What's the war movie that I hate to see come on?
Oh, Lone Survivor.
Yeah, I
About
try to
RoboCop.
block that. We haven't watched RoboCop in
They don't put it
a
on.
long
They don't
time.
put it on. I haven't been streaming as much. I've been watching cable. To be honest with you.
Oh, that's nuts.
So,
Get your $300 worth.
well, I've been watching.
Listen,
Man,
somebody
look,
got to do it.
I've been watching a lot of basketball, so I'm just be in the living room chilling. So somebody finally put me on the channel because I'm like, hey man, the WNBA is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got these big ass games and they ain't never on TV. Like when the Aces played, who the fuck did they play?
Atlanta.
They played somebody and it was blacked out on the NBA channel. So now I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? No, when they played Kaylin.
Oh, yeah.
They blacked it out, but I had somebody told me that Nevada has a channel on cable.
Channel 12, right?
I don't know what channel it is. I was just scrolling, but it plays all the Aces games, all the Raiders games, all the
That's
teams from
dope.
Las Vegas.
That's dope. I ain't mad at that.
So I've been watching a lot of basketball, man, and yeah. So that's what I've been doing. So I've been watching basketball on cable.
And the girls, they kind of crazy on the court. I've noticed. Like this, it's real catty.
Oh, when we say y'all don't like each other, we mean it. In all
you have to tell me.
aspects.
You don't have to tell me.
In
Trust me,
all
I've
aspects.
lived a life of nasty nice. Trust me, I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Shout out, man. I hope it keeps coming though. They got to do something though. You can't keep hurting the cash cow, man.
Fuck her.
Why do you keep doing that, man? I be
her.
seeing.
Cause fuck her.
Why is it fuck her though? Ain't that, that's
'Cause,
envy.
Like no, it's not. Not really. It's like why are you treating her special though?
It's not that you gotta treat her special, but you gotta like when a player comes into the NBA, right? Or even with like LeBron's son, it's not necessary. Like we know.
Oh,
We
What? Absolutely.
It's like we know, but it's still like, well, without LeBron, you don't get a lot of these things. They may not like respect him. A lot of players may not respect him as a player or as a man in some aspects, or they feel like he gets special treatment in the league. But when they come out and when they're talking about him, there is we got to respect the cash cow. Because of the cash cow, we all are able to enjoy some of the fruits that come with this labor.
Facts.
I've been watching the WNBA since 2007. I started watching in Diana's prime.
Okay.
There's always been talent. There's always been competition. It's always been competitive. They ain't have nobody to market.
No star power.
No, the person, and everybody keep on bringing up Asia Wilson. Not fuck with her. True talent. This is a hooper. But even then, when Big Liz was on the team, wasn't nobody talking about her. It was all about Big Liz, and it was what she was doing off the team. I mean, off the court. Now you got somebody that comes in. She's highly decorated. She didn't blew through every fucking college.
She's highly decorated. What? Highly
She didn't blew through every college.
She lost twice in the championship.
Yes, but she's blew through every college record. All the players can. There's not going to be too many LeBron James out there. You know what I mean? But there's going to be a lot of Steph Currys. And now she brought the same game from a women.
Arenas, you need to stop.
What do you mean?
You sound like Gilbert Arenas. You regurgitating talking points. You got to stop that.
I don't know what the fuck did Gilbert say.
Exactly what you
I'm
just
asking
said.
you what Gilbert said because I don't.
That Steph Curry's not a generational talent.
He is a generational talent. What you mean? He changed the way people play the game.
You just said it's going to be a bunch of Steph Curry.
No. When I say when there's not going to be a lot of LeBron James, there's not going to be a lot of niggas that's 6'7", 280 fucking however his build and all that shit. There's not going to be too many of those. Those are there's not going to be too many Wembanyamas. But now you have a player that I can be that. It's a lot of players that I can be Stephen Curry, and that's why niggas is shooting from the logo. There's a lot of players on the girl side would say I can be Caitlin Clark, and she produced that way. So now you bring her to the league, a league that's struggling. You niggas is on. Y'all taking Spirit to the games. Yeah. So now I'm bringing all of these eyes, casuals. I'm bringing all these eyes, and now of course there's gonna be more opinions, but there is going to be success that comes with that, and it's gonna be envy that comes with that. Two things can be true.
Yeah, but the conversation about the flights, that was a conversation they had been having.
And nothing changed until Caitlin came.
Not necessarily. The conversation picked up steam.
Bro, the Aces just last year missed the game because of the flights.
I understand that. I'm saying
what are we talking about?
The conversation picked up steam because of Brittany Griner more so than Caitlin. Because of the situation with Brittany Griner coming back from Russia.
When did it come though?
No, it was
when did they get the charter?
They still are. From my understanding, they're still on charter. They haven't changed it per se. From my understanding, it's not like every team has a charter all of a sudden.
But
that's not the case.
2 or 3 teams that do, right?
Probably the same 2 or 3 teams that always did.
Soon as Caitlin came, man.
Come on, man.
It's the truth.
So all of a sudden Caitlin came, and all of a sudden charters are a priority.
Yes, because you bring in more eyes, bro. No, it's not. The people that supported the WNBA was not getting the WNBA that far. The people that changed the WNBA are the casuals that Caitlin brought to the league. That is a fact.
Yeah, but casuals aren't going to carry the league though, because if we're only interested in Caitlin Clark, the money's only going to go where Caitlin Clark goes.
So what?
That's not going to change the entire league. It's not going to change the entire league.
Everybody is going to eat off of whatever success she brings to the league.
No, they won't.
The WNBA is going to have a problem when these casuals stop watching. Then it goes back to we have a competitive league. These women are hooping, but ain't nobody watching it.
So it's not a sustained model for success then.
I don't think at the rate they're going.
So what are we kissing their ass for?
It's because again, when you put more eyes on something, there are going to be more eyes watching it. So there are going to be more opinions about it. So when you are fucking up your cash cow on television, and then oh girl say, I'm not talking about Caitlin at the press conference, right? And then she gets on Twitter and says, all she do is shoot. What is she bringing to the game? That's a problem.
Is that a legit question?
It's reverse racism, really.
I don't think it's reverse racism. I think it's we've been playing this game for a long time. We've been putting our blood, sweat, and tears into it, and all of a sudden nobody wants to talk about anything but Caitlin. Even when Caitlin is not our opponent.
But at least they're talking to you.
They felt like that about Jordan though. Like
they're talking to you now.
And they hated Jordan at first.
Yep. Yeah, and Jordan got his ass whooped at first.
Whooped.
So why can't Caitlin get her ass whooped?
But they didn't. No one came out.
You just put my point.
No, it's not.
Whoop her ass too.
SO.
Bitch.
Okay.
You had a bunch of ass
it's not that.
Who the fuck
It's not
are you?
that. No one came out, right?
You never bought these ass whoopings.
When
the greatest
Jordan
ever dude got his ass whooped, we have a literal book called The Jordan Rules. Bitch, you gonna take these black eyes like everybody else in this motherfucker.
And we didn't start learning about the Jordan Rules till afterwards on documentaries and shit. We didn't know about the doc.
Yeah,
the only person that the WNBA outcasted in a public way was Magic. Jordan was protected. Bird was protected. Magic was protected until he had to come out and say,
"Yeah, AIDS."
You know what I'm saying?
You can't protect that. Like literally, you can't.
But they're protecting their investment. All of this shit comes back to we all eating off of this.
Magic is kind of like a billionaire for saying he had AIDS, so like it kind of like
Yeah, it's
HIV.
yeah.
And he was tied into the organization like indefinitely.
yeah, it ended
So
up
it
like
was
helping him like.
But them niggas was like outcasting him during that time. Like
Well, the
they
world
forced him.
was.
No, the players forced that nigga to retire because he came back and they was like,
But he wouldn't have his bag
This
without.
nigga just swell.
Yeah, Isaiah was like, well, if the nigga start bleeding, like, hey, like, what do we?
Bro, stinking. Hey, check this shit.
They didn't know what it was.
They don't want to guard him no more.
Hell no, I'm not guarding you, nigga.
You got it. Shoot the 3.
He wouldn't have his bag if it wasn't for that though.
I'm just saying,
He
like,
got a bigger bag for fucking a bunch of bitches.
I'm here for the
Yeah,
competition.
The movie theaters, everything.
I'm here for the
Yeah, it worked
competition.
out.
Keep on whooping her ass. She getting welcome to the league moments, but like, you gotta
But she's
protect
not the
your
only one
investment.
getting her ass whipped though.
She's not
Like
the only one
they
getting her-
have videos of Angel Reese getting like choke slam damn near.
They whooping her like
Yes,
Like-
Nathan
but that's
in
not. She ain't
basketball.
Caitlyn.
Yeah, and
Why
they don't.
why
They
she
don't.
ain't?
They because Caitlyn is white. That's just
Caitlyn
the
got-
bottom
We gotta
line.
quit doing this
It's
shit,
the
man.
truth.
That's not
the truth.
It
No, because
is
when
the
y'all pull the racism card, what that does is it takes off the seriousness of when racism really needs to be called out. That is what y'all doing right now.
Oh my God.
That is what y'all doing right
so
now.
we're not gonna act like across the board
feel like
that
the
they don't
WNBA, like,
treat
we need a white
that
girl.
they treat black women as if
No.
we're hardened, that we can take the choke slams, we can take the punches in the face. But when it comes to
WNBA
a delicate white woman, it's always looked at like, oh, she's getting beat up on.
No,
like, come
the
on, y'all.
WNBA got a player.
Strong face.
The
I don't know about
WNBA. No, I'm gonna keep that. I've been watching since 2007, nigga. The WNBA start thriving when they stop pandering to them,
Who is them?
To the white people?
the stud homies. You don't see them
Yeah.
dressing like niggas no more. They ain't dressing like niggas no more.
Shit.
No, they not. Nigga.
It's
They
a-
just
it's
did
You
a.
go to the WNBA
Yes, they
All-Star
do.
game?
They just did a cover when they was all in the fucking.
They're trying to sexualize the
What he say
players.
pandering with him? Yeah, because
They was pandering to the stud homies for a long time, bro.
Still
They say like 90% of the league is studs.
Yeah, but they love Asia. Like she's
The
She ain't gay
feminine.
though. She ain't gay.
Like,
I know,
all the
but they
feminine ones.
love the feminine women. Like they're showing more of the feminine women instead of just showing all the studs. At one
Yes,
point,
but-
we was only showing the studs.
Yes, but now we have a player that is breaking records, got everybody watching college basketball. She ain't a stud. She ain't gay.
Now they say she had an Adam's apple. Come on now. They
I mean,
was zooming in on her
she
neck and
looks kind of. I
everything.
mean, she kind of looks,
They was saying
but
she was
she
trained.
likes dick. So
for now.
these are all the things that the WNBA can market to. The studs wasn't making it happen.
Listen, if you're trying to market sexy, Caitlin's not the one you want to market.
It's not marketing sexy. It's now straight women play basketball too.
Straight women been playing basketball. Skylar Diggins.
No, they
in that
haven't.
case, Skylar Diggins could have been the one.
But they ain't Caitlyn.
They don't play.
Why the fuck do what?
I think
Are we
they need
speaking? Am I talking Spanish here?
I really think they need.
you trying to make apples and oranges be the same thing?
No,
Like,
I'm not. You got LeBron. You got the woman LeBron James. She brings marketability. She brings the play on the court.
What about her? What about her makes her marketable?
She's
She's not
you
attractive.
have the damn near the most decorated college player
She's not
at
that-
the time.
She's not.
She was breaking. She broke all the college basketball.
She
records.
broke the scoring record.
Okay,
That's it.
in the time where she has everybody fucking watching. Everybody's watching college basketball, which so happens to be her last year. She started doing it her junior year, but now this is her
very
last
end,
year.
the very
She
end
going
of the-
fucking crazy.
You don't think Flo brought a lot of eyes to there?
No.
Fuck no.
What?
Hell no.
Oh,
Well, if you don't get camouflage daughter off the motherfucking screen,
Blage.
Yeah, I thought she brought a lot
Angel
of eyes.
wasn't getting no play unless she was doing some shit that niggas was mad at her about. Nobody was talking about her unless she was doing some shit to antagonize a motherfucker. That's the only time she was getting talked about.
Flo brought a lot of young guys.
Wait, what?
She did. She was already popular. She
Okay.
was already trending. She
brought-
was already going viral. And then once she got it, she brought some young eyes too.
Okay.
I'm not saying she didn't. I'm not saying she-
the only
yeah.
one. But I'm saying she
Yeah.
did bring a lot of young eyes
Okay.
to the league that wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention to the league.
She made two Doolamites. Watch. Shout out.
She got some good songs.
We can't we be remiss to skip over the fact that the reason why Caitlin Clark got into the spotlight in the first place was a racial incident.
Yes.
It was a racial incident. So when was the first time you heard of Caitlin Clark's name? Because I know exactly when it was for me.
When she hit 40.
No, it was when she was mocking South Carolina. She did. An all-black team.
That was after Angel Reese. That was after Angel Reese did something to her. So she came back and she did to John Cena. Come on, bro.
They played in the championship. This is the game before that.
Okay, and she did something.
So now I know you aren't paying attention.
No, and not.
Now I know you aren't paying attention.
She did something.
They played the game after that.
She did something.
They played the game after that. So now I know you're not paying attention.
She did something. She was walking to her bench. Angel Reese started following her.
That
chirping.
was the game after.
And then Kaylin came back and hit a shot and did to John Cena.
That was the game after. The game before that is when she played South Carolina, an all-black team, and she mocked South Carolina. So Angel Reese.
We gotta stop doing this.
This is when it happened.
Hooping is hooping.
This is when it happened.
We really gotta stop this race shit, bro.
That's what it was.
It's lazy. It's very lazy.
It's a part of it.
Lazy. No, it's not.
So
it's been a bunch of stud bitches in the WNBA, and nobody brought up race at all. The WNBA is full of black stud bitches.
Okay.
Y'all ain't bring up race not one time. Stop this shit, man.
What does that do with Caitlin Clark? What does that do with Caitlin Clark?
It's lazy as fuck, man.
When did you start paying attention to Caitlin Clark?
2 years ago.
No, you fucking didn't. That was last year, nigga.
Her junior year.
That was the end of last year. That was March of last year. That wasn't 2 years ago.
Okay, so now you're gonna
that was 14 months.
So now you're gonna bring the I was the first two in this argument. Okay, so when you started? You started watching her at her freshman year? Come on, give it to me. What was all her? Give me all her numbers.
I started watching because I jumped on Twitter one day.
Who was her high school coach?
I don't know.
Come on, get it to me. What's her favorite basketball?
I'm not sucking her dick. I'm not sucking her dick. I got on Twitter one day and there was a conversation about a white girl did this, that, and the third, but the black girl is being demonized. Who are these women? That's why I started paying attention.
So you bring a Twitter argument to
that's when everybody started. That's when Caitlin Clark became a household name because it was a white girl was playing an all-black team and she mocked them. Kaylee Van Lith, which is a white girl that played for Louisville at the time, she played for Louisville. Not Louis. She played for LSU this season. Okay. She did something similar. Yeah. But Angel Reese was catching all the flack while the white girls were being labeled as competitive. So that's where the conversation started.
Okay. So no, my point of view is there is nothing wrong. We all got different point of views. My point of view is there was nobody in the world that talked about Angel Reese because of the way she played basketball. Nobody. She can hoop, but nobody's talking about her basketball skills. Every time somebody talked about Angel Reese, it was because of the antics that she was doing. When she put the crown on Iowa's bench, had somebody take a picture of it and posted it.
Why did she
You're
do that?
antagonistic at this point. You're antagonistic.
Then she comes out. Why did she do it?
Why did she do it? But then she comes out and she's crying on the podium. Which one is it that you want? Do you want to be the villain or do you want to be which one is it?
Why did she do it though? Because you keep skipping the why did Angel Reese react that way to Caitlin Clark?
Because Caitlin Clark is in most shine.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
No.
Come on, man. What are we doing?
No, that's not why. That's not why. The white girl's doing the same shit I'm doing, but she's being labeled as competitive while I'm being demonized. So guess what? We had them next game, and I'm gonna show her ass, and I did. I beat her ass, and I'm gonna show her up the same way she showed up the last team full of black girls.
This is lazy. It's a lazy argument.
But you
that's
have
the truth.
To be honest that where we live. Everything is rooted in racism. No matter how, I don't care how you try to paint it. What you guys both have great points. Okay, hoopers hoop, all that, yada yada. However, the reason why people are paying attention to it is because there's a storyline now. It's black against white. No matter how you try to paint it, it's always going to be that way.
So is it them?
It's the truth.
Is it them or is it you?
It's everybody.
No, man. Racism and racism is no crutch and it's not respectable. Doing that is lazy as fuck.
People are interested because either they want to see the white girl win or they want to see the black girl win. It's the truth. It is
That's
true.
Not true.
Because absolutely.
It's not true.
Absolutely.
It would not be as entertaining.
The WNBA.
If it were two white women or two black women, it would not be as entertaining.
No, it would not.
It just would not be.
No, it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be.
South Carolina went under fucking feeded, and you don't know none of them players.
Not one name.
You know Camille Cardozo, and that's it. And she wasn't even, a lot of times, if you ask people, she wasn't even the best player on the team.
So you had two, you just had a couple years ago, you had two of the most prominent superstars in the league in the finals. It was Asia Wilson with the Aces and Stewie with Liberty. And they got the chick that Kobe had. What's her name?
Sabrina Ionescu.
You got all three of these. Why don't nobody put that? Why was that not a black and white situation?
There's no
They
animosity.
didn't have the numbers.
I think it was.
There's no
because-
animosity.
Because the white girl is the one who got the MVP, right?
No, they lost.
No, but somebody had got the MVP, the
Asia-
season
A-
MVP.
Asia
It wasn't.
got
It wasn't Asia. Asia didn't get it.
That might have been Stewie did.
Yeah, Asia
No,
didn't
they
get it
didn't.
because that was the
They
argument
beat-
of why
they
didn't
beat-
Asia
they
get
beat
it?
the
The
Lakers.
Lakers was better.
You talking about the? Are you talking about the regular season MVP?
The regular season MVP.
Okay, so that might have been
Asia
Stewie
didn't
then.
get it. It was Stewie, which was the white girl, right?
Yeah.
And that it was a conversation about the white girl. I don't watch the sports like that, so I'm telling you, when I'm seeing the conversation, it's always the racist shit. When I see the conversation, that's how I came across the conversation.
Yeah.
I watch the Aces because of
Yeah.
Vegas shit.
You say what you got to say to get the people going, but it is it's a lazy argument because then when again you fake care about something so much, people are going to stop asking you how you feel about it. And when you keep throwing racism and races on top of shit that don't got nothing to do with that, when the shit comes and the shit really is the fan where you need to use it, no one's taking you serious.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. But if you can point me to another solid argument to why she just all of a sudden popped into prominence, I'm listening to it. You haven't. Nobody has.
She's broken records. She's taken her team.
Number one draft pick.
She's taken her team. She took her team to the Final Four in the finals two years in a row.
Okay.
And she is the closest thing that the women have seen to Steph Curry ever. And she's shooting from the fucking logo. Yes, that's going to bring casuals to watch. But when you bring in casuals, you are going to have more opinions. But what she did in college, by far, has helped the WNBA more than anything has. I've been watching for a long time. There has been a lot of talent to go in and out of that league, and no one has been as marketable, except for Big Liz. But that
agree.
was off
I don't
the
agree.
court.
I don't agree. There's been talent in the league.
Didn't I? Oh my God.
There's been marketable talent in the league.
Who?
Candace Parker.
Come on, man.
Shamik Holdsclaw for her time.
These are talent, not marketability. And then what? Candace was also a fake straight woman.
She's married. She was married. So
Broke up with that nigga and got right with her.
she didn't get right with him. She didn't get right with the.
The WNBA was marketing to the study buddies for a long time, and now they just started marketing to.
Straight men.
It's been
Just
it's
straight
been
period.
it's
They're
been
trying
men
to-
supporting the league.
Exactly, but they're
No, it's the women that don't support.
So why?
That's why they left the studs alone.
So
Like,
if
y'all
the-
not paying
if the
attention.
men-
They don't like basketball.
But there are
really
straight
unless they
women that
play.
also play basketball, and you're isolating them. There have been times where players have came out and said we are being bullied in the league because we are not gay. This
Yes.
has happened.
Yes, Tamika Catchings.
So now, okay, well, we need to study buddies. We still need y'all support, but so now we're gonna start marketing to everybody. It ain't the men have been watching, and that's why I don't like when women try to criticize the men about what they see when they watch them. Because like nigga, we watch. It's y'all. It's y'all.
So that to me doesn't make sense. Why are we marketing the studs when it's the men watching?
Because they're the closest to men.
What? I don't want to tune in to see those studs. I don't give a fuck how good you. Who? Put a skirt on, baby.
Because basketball, man. It's basketball, man. It's basketball, man.
No, put on the
But
that-
I think that's why they're trying to like bring out, they're kind of sexualizing
Sexy Kelsey Plum.
That's nothing
the
wrong.
straight
Which
women.
is insane.
I mean,
They are
the-
trying to put
Like
pig
what's
on
her
the
name?
lipstick on the pig. ain't they?
The Cordosa chick took a picture and she was showing. She got her nipple ring showing and shit. Like,
Yeah, because straight men are you guys watch sports. I mean,
I
that's
missed that one.
hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
hey.
You gotta do what you
I'm
got.
not disagreeing.
Do. I ain't mad
We
at
gotta
it,
reach
man.
out
Just keep doing
somehow.
it, but protect your cash cow, because boy, when them casuals leave. Because right now, I am pro. The WNBA needs to sit the NBA down and say, "Hey, we want our own TV contract." I think they have the power to do that right now. To say we want our own TV contract, we want our own shit. Maybe that can get the players in the league
That's
paid.
a disaster. That'd be a disaster.
The casuals leave,
That-
you in trouble.
That'd be a disaster. Because literally, it's been on record that that the NBA supplements. Like the WNBA loses money. They've always lost
Yes.
money. Why would y'all want to break from
But
it?
now it's because of where the game is going and the projections of where the game is going. They could grow into being their own.
I doubt it. If all this is predicated on Caitlin Clark and casuals, that's not a sustainable.
Well, I mean, the casuals had the same thing. Sorry, I was a casual and I've been paying attention, but the casuals is what bumped Deion Sanders in his situation up there. And boy, is it
the NFL was the NFL.
Is it going to be a shit show?
Oh, you talking about Colorado?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
This season,
that fizzled
got
out.
enough
It
players?
fizzled out. That
Boy,
lasted
shit
about
is
half a
going
season.
to shits. This nigga be on the internet, on Twitter, arguing with former players. The players didn't moved, like they didn't put themselves into it. Colorado's gonna look like a shit show. And for the niggas that stop watching, they're gonna try to blame that on racism when they start watching it. That's what's gonna happen. When they start watching Colorado this coming season, they're gonna be blaming it on racism when y'all stop paying attention to this shit.
They stopped paying attention about
This
half
is
the
a
season.
fucking shit
When he started
show.
losing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I jump ship.
Yeah.
Niggas stop paying attention
HBCU,
long
they
time.
put a root on him. They was like, oh, okay, this what you doing, and you gonna take our players? Yeah.
He wasn't
Get him
taking no
outta here.
players. He
Didn't he take a few?
no. He
took
got all that
some
shit through
I thought
the
he took
transfer
Transfer
portal.
portal. The
Oh, the
transfer
transfer
portal. Yeah, that's how you do it.
portal.
But
When he came to Colorado, he told a lot of them niggas, y'all need to enter the transfer portal. Like,
So that's like the.
but now former players are coming out. Former players are coming out saying shit. A lot of the former players, and he was supposed to be getting like offensive and defensive lines through the transfer portal and recruits. And
They ain't fucking with him.
no. So Lil Wayne and them can only take you so far.
I mean, but I think if once you got the eyes there and the money there, like regardless of how anybody feel about Caitlin Clark, whether it's the racist shit or whatever, she's still bringing a lot of eyes there.
but
And it's gonna make other people superstars. Like people are, because there's so many people advocating for Asia now. Now she's going to become a bigger superstar.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Caitlyn.
This is how I looked at it, right? Because I looked. I really be paying attention, even if I don't say nothing or not. So this season alone, right? You go look at just the aces.
Yeah.
The Caitlin Clark game, the first one was the tickets were $450.
Mm-hmm.
The second game they were starting at $1,000. It was sold out. That's the one they had to move to the T-Mobile Center.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the games, the tickets are $17. It costs $20 to park, so it costs more to park at the game than to get in the bitch. So the eyes are only following. It's not following the entire league. It's only following Caitlin Clark.
But what I'm saying
oh my
is
God.
it will start to bump from person to person to person. Like
At what point?
You just said
it
what
went from
Spence
Jordan
was
to
saying.
somebody else. It went to somebody else. From
What
somebody
did
else.
what the fuck? We were just sitting here for 45 minutes arguing, and you just made my point in 5 fucking seconds.
She's a walking
The eyes are only following Caitlin Clark. Nigga, are you listening? If the eyes are only following one person, when she falls off, the rest of this shit is gonna fall off. What are we changing our business model for? If once she leaves, all the shit is gonna fall apart. We gonna have 10 years of success, and then we going back to on the fucking Greyhound bus.
But it will
that sounds insane.
It will create more superstars.
Is it?
It will.
I don't think so.
It just started. Like it just when Jordan entered the league, he was just getting there. 84. Like
The league, but
just getting there.
Jordan didn't save the league.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Magic and
Magic and Bird saved the league.
You know what the WNBA is not doing that the NBA is doing is that the WNBA is allowing the people to say Bronny is only coming to the league because of nepotism. You see niggas in the league saying he deserves a shot. He has NBA level defense. That's because they know, regardless of he's 40 in his 22nd season or some shit, LeBron still runs the league. And now you got your son coming in that's going to bring more eyes because of this narrative.
No, he is
so
not.
we gonna protect our cash fucking cow.
We're
Gonna
not.
bring more money.
Nobody's
This is
nobody's
what
tuning
this
in to
is
watch.
all about, bro.
It's all entertainment at the end of
We
the
don't
day.
need Bronny for the NBA to remain successful.
It's about the narratives and how
Storyline.
narratives and storylines and how much money it brings to our organization. LeBron and Bronny being in the same. Do you know how many people are going to watch when they are playing against each other if they not on the same fucking team?
Those games.
Still more money.
That's not as
money.
So when they are playing against each other, is this a successful business model?
It's because of narratives and storylines where the NBA can approach TNT and say, look, we know y'all been having the NBA for 30-some years, but Amazon and
DC trying to buy it back.
we about to buy these niggas out. It's because of with the narratives and storylines and protecting the cash cows. You got got to.
How many people are tuning into that? How many people are online right now saying if they get rid of this, I'm not watching no more pregame shows. You see it every day.
It's about the fucking money. The bigger the TV contract is, the bigger the contracts is for the players. That is what this is all about. It ain't about y'all. We're gonna watch regardless.
I don't know about
And
that.
then Shaq and them, Charles Barkley and them say, well, shit. Charles say, look, if the shit don't work out, we will redo it, and I'll put this on my network.
Absolutely.
So then it's a win fucking win. It's a win fucking win. All they doing is canceling out one big organization and bringing in two more. Mm-hmm. And them fucking TV contracts is something crazy.
Absolutely.
So protect your cash cow, man. Got to. You got to protect your cash cow.
But if they're just letting her, if there's no storyline, then
because
they have to have to keep the people talking.
The storyline is there. No, the storyline is there. She's getting welcome to the league moments. She's getting hit. She's getting welcome to the league moments, and her team is trash. The storylines are there. The problem is you can't have a chick on TV calling her a bitch and then run into her and then get on the internet and say, what does she bring outside of basketball except shooting?
That was trash.
Did we see what Caitlyn did first?
A player that's been,
did we see?
And a player, if y'all been watching, a player that's been on 3 teams in 4 years. It ain't like it's another superstar.
She cooked her ass though.
This bitch is
She cooked her ass.
this is Otis.
If this is my moment, I cooked her ass.
She needed a moment.
I cooked her ass, and then we
had this conversation. When we had this conversation a few times, when you said we've had it here when Marcus Banks went to Phoenix.
Okay.
You cannot outplay the master. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta protect your cash cow, man.
I agree with that. Yeah, that happened.
That's what this is all about.
That happened.
But being on video, calling a girl a bitch and running into her, and then going on the internet.
It's your moment.
This is my moment.
Oh yeah, your moment to be out the league.
And they're refusing to
Comment
comment on it.
You've been on 3 teams in 4 years, bro. This shit finna be over.
I make $50,000 a year. Social media will pay me this. I can figure this out. For
nah, she ain't got the looks for that. But all right.
Not at all.
I mean, you don't need to look. There's plenty of ugly motherfuckers doing great from YouTube and that type of world.
The thing about it is, women make less playing here. She can go overseas and get that.
That she, yeah.
They only
She can
play
go-
like 3 months though.
They do, but they make less playing at home.
Yeah, they make more overseas.
They
That's
make
why
more overseas.
They say the WNBA.
But they play longer,
I mean,
though.
not the WNBA, but women's basketball is like year round damn near for them.
Yeah. So I go there, do 5 months, and do 5 months. If I make 80, I'm making more than I did at 3 months at home.
Shit, you better hope you can come
making
back.
50K. I'm making 50K. You're paying attention to me now. Hopefully somebody say, here go an extra $1,000. Thank you. I make 50K. Like what?
God damn.
Shout out, man.
If she make that, she might make 40.
Like 30. Man.
She's nobody.
She might get paid by the hour.
Yeah, like
Right, especially
Thank you.
on her third team. Yeah.
who's ever sees this and want to make me a villain and give me a couple extra dollars, thank you.
But then speak on it at the end. Don't try to act like you
No,
above saying something.
I'm going to my social media because social media might fuck around and pay me. Y'all not finna pay me to talk to y'all.
Also,
social
what's
media
the
might
name?
give me a buck.
What's the name? What's the name? Got fined for not
The team
speaking
got
to the
fined.
medium either.
The team got fined too.
The team got fined?
Angel Reese got fined, and the team got fined.
For what?
For not talking
For them not talking to the media.
after the game.
Oh.
Real quick, man. I know the show didn't win. I had a totally different. Trump is a felon. Gonna be the first felon to ever.
He still fuck around and win
He
too.
gonna fuck around and
He is
win.
gonna win.
Hey, that's crazy though. That's crazy that he could be a felon. Listen,
You
fuck
can't
that.
even vote as a
Fuck
felon.
that.
In New York
Well,
and
you
Florida,
can.
yes, you
Can
can.
you now?
In Nevada, you
Most
can.
states you can.
Oh,
Nevada, you
You
can.
used to not be able to though.
In New York, you can. In Florida, you can. And those are the 2 states.
Nevada, you
he
can.
beat.
Nevada,
Nevada,
you
you can too.
Shout out.
Well, okay.
But the
I'm
fact
wrong
that you
on
could run as a felon is fucking crazy. Like, you can't become a police officer. You can't do nothing. I couldn't get a fucking apartment.
If that ain't inspirational.
Fuck this.
You could be the president.
Say he
though, my
raised,
nigga.
he raised like.
Hey man, you got your sights set too low.
I don't know if it was
fuck
30,
an apartment, nigga.
I
Live at the
don't-
White House.
I don't know if it was 31 or 51,
We ain't
but
Trump.
he raised between 31 and 51 million after the verdict.
Did he?
No.
Man, this motherfucker.
Because what they did just felt so unconstitutional.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you
right.
go.
Ooh,
Sound
I
it
had
out.
to, I had to see it in my head, but it just
Gotta get
felt
technical.
like it just felt very like he was gonna be. He was. Are you being funny? It just felt like he was gonna be convicted regardless. 9 hours, and then they just come back guilty
Yeah.
on all 34 charges. Is
9 hours.
insane.
Low hanging fruit. Like
That's
this the best y'all can
insane.
get me on.
No, I think because it all goes back to politics. You know what I mean?
He don't go to prison or nothing. I didn't
He gets
follow.
sentenced in
not sentenced.
January.
Bro,
Not
we ain't even
sentenced
we ain't even started the timeline yet. The timeline is in.
He still got another court
fucking
case.
Insane, bro.
Imagine being the president Monday through Friday, and then you gotta go do 2 days.
So
of CCD.
skinny.
Don't pardon himself
So
when you
skinny.
get in office.
He has sentencing, right?
January.
He has sentencing. No, his sentencing is July 11th.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 days later is a Republican convention.
But can't they? If they sentence him to time, when do you have to go do the time?
2 weeks before. So you got him and Biden is doing their.
It's fed. You turn yourself in later. They set the date.
Him and Biden is doing their debate.
After 4 years?
No. You know, they'll give you like, you sentenced to this time and you got 30 days to turn yourself in type of thing.
His sentencing is July 11th. I know that for
Yeah.
sure. But I know 2 weeks before that is the debate. Then he's sentenced. Then 4 days after the sentencing is the Republican convention. That's when he comes out and says, I'm
The candidate.
the candidate. And then on the road to November. So all of this shit. I'm
I'm
man,
interested. Now, this got my attention.
He the Caitlin Clark of politics.
I'ma say, man, I think the Democrats could have went in there and be like, hey man, can you niggas do a little longer than 9 hours?
Right, to
Like,
make it believable.
To agree on 34 felonies in 9 hours.
It's Trump. Guilty. I didn't have to think about that.
I would have been like, hey man, we can make this a little, do 2 days. Like, go through the fucking weekend, do something. 9 hours is a terrible look.
How though? No, like, everybody that was on your side testified against you, and you didn't testify for yourself at all. What is there to debate about?
You have a Democratic appointed judge. You have the DA and the DA and somebody else. They ran for office strictly on, we're going to serve Trump. We're going to put Trump in jail. That's what they ran off of. Then you have a Democratic appointed judge. His daughter is someone who gained millions from Democratic fundraising. Then it just the skeletons. You can throw the word in there.
I mean, you could.
Me, I didn't care. The problem is, and now everybody was saying this. I'm watching all the news channels because I'm trying to get every perspective. And even on the Democratic, on MSNBC and CNN, everybody kept going to 9 hours. The man got 34 fucking felonies. 34. Y'all agree in all of this shit in 9 hours?
Yeah.
That's a terrible fucking look. That is a terrible look. And now they saying, well, Biden is quiet about it. He's kind of being like, let the justice system do what it does. And it's like, yeah, nigga, because you know who your
It's already
son
done.
is, nigga.
Oh yeah, because
The shit what he got his son got going on. His son trial start with tomorrow.
Do it? Jeez.
And he got some other shit going on. Like,
Biden got like Alzheimer's or
Biden is
something.
he got
Nigga
like
got
one
sickle
foot
cell
in
or
the
something.
right.
Barely alive. We can't have Bernie ass president.
it's just like it's just like, what do you do? Yeah, the nigga kind of, yeah. But it goes to show, it's like, well, what do you do when fear doesn't work no more? And I think that's the Democrats' issue. The Democrats' issue. This nigga stupid. He called them weekend at Bernie's. That is crazy. Fuck, man. But, other than that, wife, you got anything going on? What's been going on?
Not really much.
Weekend
I
at Murray's.
am.
It's fucking crazy.
Weekend
Murray's.
stupid.
Butch Cassidy.
Just an update on me. I'm going into 3 weeks of no alcohol. So
Hey,
I'm like
shout out.
super excited about that. I know it sounds like kind of like a small victory, but
Yeah, nah, we had SO start.
I salute. I salute.
Shit was over with the next week.
oh my god. But
Maybe
yeah,
the
I'm
last
super
7 days.
I'm super proud of that because like I told you guys, a few weeks ago that I had just been finding reasons to like, I'd be like, oh, I work too long. Let me go make me some wine. Like
Yeah.
every day it was something that I needed to do, and I just feel really good.
Yeah.
Like yesterday we went to, we were in a social setting, and I was like, I gotta actually go talk to people, and I was cool. Like I still, I didn't let my social anxiety take over. So
You
that
drinking
was
coffee?
like, I'm still gonna have my coffee in the morning. Yeah, that's still gonna happen. I have noticed too that the whole alcohol thing, like that really wasn't hard for me to give up. It's sugar. That's the one.
Sugar talk to your
Sugar
ass.
is gonna be the one that's gonna whip my ass. Like I need to start focusing on that. But I'm just taking like one thing at a time, and I realized that after COVID, like I kind of leaned more into alcohol because of like my social anxiety. Like if I knew we were going somewhere, I would be like, well, I want to feel comfortable. I don't want to be thinking about everything and like worried about everything. But then the next day I feel like trash because I'm like, I don't want to hear the stories. Like I don't want to talk about it. And then they be like, oh, how wifey, like although it's like a standing joke, I don't like it. So it's like, I never really liked it. So now it's like I'm actually leaning into myself and not into other vices. So.
Plants been thriving, food been less salty. It's been good at
It's
home.
been
man.
good.
Okay.
It's been good. Like I've been, finding a
lot of
little
them
therapy
chakras.
and like washing the dishes and stuff. I'm like, okay, this is by hand. I'm like, all right, this is
Cause we know that she be putting on the internet and shit. We know the food gonna be good when we come in and the music going on. But we also know when the food gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see that glass of wine, you see that wine bottle, and she pick up her phone. Yeah,
I have to agree.
He ain't gonna be a
Like
little strong.
the last few weeks of meals have been like really good. So I'm like, okay, all right, maybe you were on to something as far as like stepping away from that. Cause I be feeling like, when I'm drinking, I'm like, oh, I'm putting a little extra love. I'm putting a little extra salt in there. So I gotta, gotta step away from that. But I'm feeling good. So
Shout
that's
out.
my update.
Yeah, no yellowish plants either.
No, my plants are thriving. Thank you. He's such a hater, bro. Like, but anyway,
It's like you just come in the house and the motherfucking plant just be like,
go to hell.
God damn, motherfucking lead. What's about to fall out the pot?
First of all, I got like 25 plants in the house, and no, they're not all leaning to the side, but I have been taking a little extra care of
She be
them.
waking up, opening up the windows and shit so the sun come in. Be like, man, them plants is gone.
Go to hell.
The
Y'all,
spirit
tune
has
in
left
this
the
week.
body.
Tune in this week. I'm gonna post some pictures of my plants because he got me fucked up. This is the second time he done said this shit. He got me so messed up.
Boy, hey man,
Plans be
shit.
dolphin.
Boy,
Nah,
I say man, Uncle Charles stay in
Check
the
our
house.
stories,
boy.
y'all. Check our stories. Go to hell.
Uncle Charles and touched them
Uncle
plants.
Charles.
Touched them plants real quick.
See, this is what it looked like when you live with a full-time hater. This is what it looked like.
Why you kill my plant? And then I
He gonna
miss
be like,
my-
that's a lazy argument, but yeah, this is what it looked like when you married to a hater.
Uncle Charles took
Whole game, man.
the Uncle Charles is supposed
Whatever.
Yeah, this shit coming in the house with a new one. I'm like, I ain't gonna substitute the one that's over there just dead.
Really?
Okay, all right.
I got a question though to circle back to something you said earlier. Dog kind. Was it Butch Cassidy?
No. No, we not. I don't even know why he even came in here with
I know
that.
I might edit it. I'm sorry.
And I already answered. I said it was rage. So
Oh
Lady
yeah,
of
yeah.
Rage.
Say it was
Lady of
rage.
I
Rage.
might
Yeah.
edit it out.
But anyway, other
Skinny?
than that,
Oh, I'm
everything's been
sorry.
good.
Skinny?
Nothing, bro. I ain't did shit. I try to watch new shows, I guess.
I gotta catch up. What's called coming back out? You on me on it when it comes?
The Boys come back.
Yeah.
They do come back. That's what
They
next
start
week?
adding new characters and shit. I don't like that shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new character. And
It's like 2 out of the
I
scenes
want to
so
see
far.
what they gonna do. I want to see what they
I've
gonna
seen
do.
like 2 new characters so far.
Because they just had the little teenage episode. So I want to see what they gonna bring into it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the Boys coming back. The Boys coming back.
Power
All
come
my
back.
shows
Power
coming
come
back.
back this week, don't it?
Power come back.
Why?
Final season.
The final season, yeah.
Bel Air come back.
Do it?
Do it.
When?
Come back. July, I believe.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, all my shit coming back, man. All
Ooh.
the shows that I watch
It's gonna be a good summer
come
then.
back, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's really what I'm waiting on is for all them shows to come back so I can have something to watch. Cause I've been watching like TV, like I fuck with Tubi, but Tubi TV series is
It's terrible.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They feel like prison.
oh my god.
They got TV series on there,
That's crazy.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
like baddies in Las Vegas or like other shit.
People be walking in front of them and
Vegas
shit.
Gonna be there, but
You be
like,
seeing like silhouettes of people walking in front of the screen.
it be bad.
Yeah.
Like
Cause
they
it be
recorded.
niggas that like first off they don't do a great job at writing a movie, so you imagine trying to write a series.
Yeah,
It'd be difficult. It'd be difficult. So
10 episodes of gunshot. Catch a stare.
Ivan. Well, shit, you went to Mississippi? How was the Mississippi?
Mississippi was crazy. I had a good time. I went to see my dad's family. We hadn't been home in 27 years,
Oh wow.
Wow.
so a lot of those people I hadn't seen. In
I heard
three decades.
you brought some filet mignon to the mosquitoes.
Man, listen. Between them and ants, boy, my skin still fucked up a little bit. I just stopped itching like maybe yesterday.
Nigga, I've been getting bit like crazy out here, so I don't imagine them
My God.
South mosquitoes.
After a while, you don't even feel them. You just look up and like, damn, my arms is fucked up. My legs is fucked up.
Damn, is that bad?
Everywhere.
I don't think I've ever been bit by a mosquito before.
Have you been to the South? Have you ever been to the South in like the summertime?
Nope.
I wonder if it's based on your blood type because I have, and I've
Somebody
never,
said
Yeah,
they have
don't-
preferential blood types.
Yeah, they don't really bother me like that.
How do
when
you
I
know
go
my
down
blood
south.
type? I don't even know this shit.
I don't know my blood type either.
So they be telling so they don't fuck with magic either then. Y'all say nah, we cool.
Like, that's all right. I'm a pass.
Let's take it.
Shit spiked over there, boy.
That's crazy.
That's a Long Island. No, so yeah, how was it?
It was dope. It was dope. Like I said, I haven't been there in 27 years, so some of the people I literally have not seen in 27 years.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
Just seeing my cousins, my aunts, my uncles.
Did you see any cousins?
No.
Okay. You know, they be like, cousin.
Nah, one of them brought their homegirls though, and I was like, yeah, hey, all right, yeah, okay. Yeah, but it was crazy. Like, so like it was my brother, myself that we went. I took my son, and I tried to make it a surprise.
It's your
or something.
son first time
His first time.
meeting all of
Any
them.
of
was
them,
culture
yeah.
shock.
Yeah.
Complete culture shock.
Was he like, okay, I got some country roots, or he's like, man, fuck this shit, I'm a city boy.
I'm a city boy.
Oh, I'm with him.
He was ready to run back to his white woman.
Absolutely, he was. No, and you know what's crazy? We stopped at the gas station. I was like, it was a cute little girl at the gas station. I'm like, what about her? He's like, I never said I wouldn't date black girls. I'm like, nigga, all right. But it was cool though. We didn't really do hardly anything. Like they had rented like a building, and we basically just hung out, played
And where was you
cards
at?
in Cleveland, Mississippi.
Oh, Cleveland, Mississippi. Okay.
And like, but since the last time I came
Mr.
home,
Cleveland, Mississippi.
it's a Cleveland everywhere. It's Cleveland and Portland. It's like everywhere.
It's a Las Vegas and New Mexico.
It's a Las Vegas, New Mexico.
I've
That's
been
correct.
there. It's not.
It's not Las Vegas.
Yeah, it was cool though. Just like I hadn't been home since my grandmother died in 2002, so seeing her gravestone.
You saying home like you wasn't born here, nigga.
That's home. Growing up, my grandfather died in '91. Like every summer when school got out, we'd spend the entire. We'd spend the entire summer in Mississippi. Like maybe a week or so after school got out, we go to Mississippi and we
It's
stay.
not home, nigga.
That's home. That's home, man.
Visitation for real. But let him
That's
say
home.
it. He was light skinned and he from Mississippi. Boy, get a
That's
whole
home.
other person.
That's home, man. That's home. When you spend entire summers in somewhere, like that's
No,
home.
nigga, it's 12 months in a year.
That's
What are you
home, man. What you
talking
mean?
about?
country, man. You niggas be hating, man. First y'all want to be light skinned now, I can't be country either. God damn, man.
Was you in like was it predominantly like black town and shit?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's still the South. At the end of the day, it's still the South.
Train tracks type shit.
Was you using your southern accent out there?
I hope not.
After like a day, you know what I mean?
Shit, that's crazy.
Hey, what up? Hey, what up? What up, folks? What up with your boy?
When we went to New Orleans with bro kept was like, hey, what up, Walt? Niggas was like,
What up with the folk?
Boy, don't nobody
I said,
say
man, you gonna have us out here fighting somebody, man. What's up, Walt? They looking at him like, what the fuck?
Nigga, we do not use that no more, nigga.
Right.
It was crazy because I did. It wasn't big, but I did have like a little incident when I was there. Like the first night we got there, we it took us to like this catfish place, and you know I'm walking through, and there's a white man walking the same. He's walking in the opposite direction, so I'm just used to just moving out of the way, just excuse me, my fault. And he didn't move at all. He didn't move, so he bumped my shoulder and just kept walking. I said, okay, I see what type of time we on.
Oh yeah.
And it's like my brother, like my cousin had an Airbnb, so we stayed with him. But initially, my brother was like, he had got a hotel room, and they were like, well, where is it? Like, oh, it's in the city called Greenville. So he left, but they got the call in his ass like, nah, baby, you got to come back. You can't go to Greenville. You got to come back over there and stay over there. So
shit.
my aunt literally called and canceled his reservation. She was like, nah, you can't go to Greenville. You got to come back.
Yeah, it's still sundown.
It's still the South at the end of the day. It's much
The deep South.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Speaking of, man,
Mississippi.
I just I watched Till too, man. That was fucked up.
I don't think I ever want to watch that.
It's a fucked up movie. Jesus.
I don't even want to.
Till?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Emmett
no,
Till.
I'm not fucking around.
That happened in Mississippi.
It happened in Mississippi.
Money,
Fuck.
Mississippi.
And you know the family of the store that it happened in, they won't sell it, and they've been offered a lot of money.
There's a black family.
No, it's a white family. The white lady.
Okay, the store. I'm talking about the store that happened at. You said it's a white family only. Okay.
It's the lady. That's their store that killed him.
Oh, that was their store.
Yeah.
What city is it in? You know?
Money, Mississippi.
I don't think I've heard that one.
It's like fewer than 100 people in there. Now I looked it up after I read it.
It's
So
like
I know what time they.
it's a
on.
bunch of little towns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fewer than 100 people in there today.
I believe it.
But the store, I guess people are trying to make it like a museum and shit like that, and they won't budge.
That's crazy.
That's dedication.
Yeah,
It
we holding this racism down.
Because in hindsight, it was the start. Like, everybody started boycotting the store, so they went broke. But yeah, man, I didn't know the lady. I always thought it was a rumor. I didn't know the lady had just passed away.
Like a year or so ago. Yeah.
God damn.
And she confessed like a couple years ago. I want to.
They said I read about that. The so-called confession happened off because they were writing her book. She had a memoir or whatever, and the so-called confession happened off tape. So we don't know if it's true or
It was
not.
off the record. We know she was lying.
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know, bro. They were saying what happened to what happened to him was, ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know that they were trying to say that that his mom and that the whole story was like she was an implant, like it wasn't by the NAACP.
They were trying to say that wasn't his
they were
body.
like it wasn't his body, and
Because
they didn't know if he
I
was
went
dead
to
for
because
sure.
when you see his body, you have like a fucking like I can't believe this happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm looking more into it, and I always thought it, although it was severe racism, right? The government kind of threw a wild card out there, so it had the family looking kind of, you know what I mean? So Emmett Till's dad was like a serial killer. Right? So he was in the military, and they would never say, like even in the movie, it would just say his dad was killed in the military, right?
Okay.
And so they would always just say he was killed during war. He was killed during the war. So right before the jury was to go into deliberation for the Emmett Till trial, the government dropped that. Well, no, the dad was executed for killing 3 white women in Italy.
Sheesh.
And you can only imagine what happened afterwards. So it was easier to be like, oh,
To vilify him.
yeah.
Because now the whole family on trial.
Absolutely.
Instead of, being victims, they're like, I mean, but it's Mississippi in the, what was it? 1956? What was that?
19 something up
40s?
in there.
Somewhere around there, yeah. So
Mm.
Yeah.
that was just as a
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Fucked up, man.
It is.
It's fucked up.
It
Fucked
is.
up.
Yeah.
Fucked
So
up.
it was cool. At the very end, so we ended up. Me and my son had a different flight than my brother, so we ended up sitting in the airport for a few hours.
Yeah.
And about 30 minutes before the flight, before they started boarding for the flight, a man came and sat by us. And then next thing you know, he started talking to my son. I'm like, who the fuck do you? Because we flew into Memphis. Never been to Memphis before. So I'm like, who the fuck do you know in Memphis, nigga? And then the guy introduced me. He's like, I'm so-and-so's dad. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I know this is my son's friend. And then that young man took his life 3 days later.
The dad?
No,
The son?
the son.
Son, I seen your son posting them, but I didn't know the background. That's
Yeah. So just like to randomly meet this man, and then 3 days later,
Yeah. Life is short, man. It's
man,
very,
that was
very, very
Wednesday. I had a funeral on my own to go to yesterday.
yeah.
So it's just the week has been.
How was that?
Yeah.
I don't mean to say how was that, but how was that?
Y'all
Because,
got to kick it though.
We did.
You
We
know-
did, in a way we haven't kicked it in.
You know they
a
say
while.
they say marriages and funerals bring out the worst in people, right? And I think I don't go to funerals because it would make me hate everybody involved.
Damn.
No, because the older I get, the older I understand why people don't have funerals. Right? We always talk about like this legacy thing. But it's like if I'm not here, how the fuck can I trust you to speak for me? You know?
That's why you got to pre-plan it.
And sometimes people will take it upon themselves to speak for to speak for somebody.
So as a I don't consume funerals anymore. So I would just be sitting and I would just be watching. Like, you bitch ass nigga. You know? Like, who the fuck? Yeah. How was it, man? I'm sorry.
It was. I
just
had to
took me
work.
back-
I
took
had to
me back
work.
somewhere.
So I only caught like the last few minutes of it, but it was okay for a funeral. I mean, it's a funeral.
Yeah.
Kind of like a party. I was privy to somebody. So afterwards, somebody was like, "Did you hear what so and so said?" I'm like, "No, I missed it. Like, what happened?" It was like basically so and so got up and was like, "Yeah, the homie didn't fuck with some of y'all."
Yeah, he did say that.
I'm with that. I'm with that.
He did say
I'm
that.
with that. Shout out to that,
He
bro.
did say that. I forgot about that
In the
part.
middle of the church, in the middle of the funeral, like, homie, just like, homie didn't fuck with some of y'all. Like,
say that.
And they know.
Was you there? Was you there?
They do.
that's always there.
Yeah, I was there.
So
I think funerals bring everybody out when the person that's gone. And I think funerals is, as I get older, you're going to more because more people you know are going to die.
yeah.
So I think it just brings out everybody to come out and people you ain't seen in years or a minute. So I think the funeral is more the people that is alive, not for the person that's gone.
Absolutely.
'Cause
Ain't
it
that
did seem like
but-
it was like a late night hoops reunion.
But ain't that
was a reunion.
ain't that like if I'm gone, then I'm leaving my legacy up to with everybody else.
No, I think your legacy is how you make it. Because if you made that impactful, you have that much impact of people in their life, they're gonna have that legacy of you on their own. I think everybody is collectively sharing their memories of you. But in the midst of doing that, you're seeing everybody that you haven't seen in years.
So how was that moment when you say, can somebody like tell me what happened in this moment? And shout out to bro, man. You know, what I mean, I met him through listening to and reacting to the pod. You know what I mean? What happened in that moment?
The moment of what? When
When the homie
Somebody
said that,
got up.
I would.
he didn't cuss. He didn't cuss. He just said, he didn't mess with a lot of y'all in here. And he just said it like casual and just kept his sentence going. He
So it
kept
was,
going.
like,
So everybody
fast.
kind of like, and just looked down and that was it. But
Shout out to that, bro.
yeah,
You always have to have that one person that's
He
going
wasn't
to come
lying.
and speak your
Yeah.
truth. Like,
How do you? Is that a bad thing? Is that like a?
if it's the truth, it's the truth.
And people know that.
Yeah.
They know before they came to the funeral that they didn't really fuck. Because a lot of people just want to come and see what you look like in the casket. Like, that's
Which is
the
crazy.
craziest
That is fucking
thing.
You
nuts.
can do that at the
It's
viewing.
true.
You can do that at the viewing.
It's true. And they will come and be like, oh,
People come
just
for
to see
different
what they
reasons.
look like.
Man, fuck that, man.
I look
Burn me,
not
bro.
alive.
Go ahead.
I look not alive.
If my family want to see
They'll
me,
be like, so and so looks so good.
if my close,
Oh.
if my
Just like
close
you was
family
sweet.
and friends want to see me, I would allow them to see me in my at not even the viewing, like at the morgue, and then burn me. That's it.
Fuck that. I want to be die standing up. I want to be at the club, going out.
I don't want no. I'm with you when we had these conversations about general wealth, right? I'm pro generational wealth, and I think when I'm gone, my kids and hopefully, my kids and my wife would be all right. I don't need them to spend money on shit that's unnecessary.
But you don't think your legacy gonna fade out maybe 3 generations down the line? Because I think after about 3 or 4 generations, people forget about you.
Would you like honestly, as a person who's alive right now, would you even give a fuck? 'Cause
No.
everybody I cared about, if they're no longer here,
Yeah.
why do I care about people who opinion of me who I don't even know?
I feel like that, but I don't have no kids. So maybe if I had kids, it'd be different. But if I'm gone, I'm gone.
In the spirit of conversation, and so today, can you think of anybody who has a legacy that's airtight?
That's alive.
No, that's
That
been
nigga
gone.
that's died.
Even when you think about history, can you think of anybody?
Nah, everybody got something on.
So I'm cool. I just
I'm waiting on
as long as
Obama.
I'm gone. I'm gone. If my kids if they decide to move on with some of my energy,
Yeah.
that'll be dope. But other than that, I just try to do as much as I can while I'm here, and then I'm gone, man. I'm gone. I don't want my legacy left up to nobody.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent of like shit. You can leave your kids a whole bunch of money while you're gone, but you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with it at the end of the day.
Put it right up their nose if they want to.
So-
I think the legacy conversation is, to me, I don't think people like. It's not framed right. Like
I think it's selfish.
I think your legacy is what you do with your time here. Like if I know I'm a solid person, if I know I'm a funny person, whatever kind of person it is, if I'm doing that on a daily basis, then that'll be my legacy. Like I don't need nobody to.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Ultimately, I feel like your legacy is whatever interpretation people have of you and their relationship of you.
That's what I'm saying. If my relationship with you is solid, like that's all the legacy I need. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be held up as some sort of giant or, he was this, that, and the third. Like no, my relationship with you is all the legacy I need. If I care enough about you, if I don't give a fuck about you, I don't give a fuck what
Make
your
me a
interpretation.
Remember
Make me
me,
the
huh?
hero.
I want to die
Make me
quietly,
Zeus.
man. I want to die quietly.
Make you Zeus.
Burn me.
Make me Zeus.
I want to die quietly and burn me.
I want every generation to talk about me like I was fucking Zeus.
This nigga.
Lie. Make the story up. I'm Zeus.
And it was 6'7".
You feel me?
Yeah.
You want to be 6'7" when you die?
Whatever you want me to be in your dreams. You feel me? Like talk about me like you talk about Jesus. Like I want generation after generation, like Jesus for real. Like have something on me where you can always go back to. Like whatever, like my kids, grandkids, great grandkids, like all that. Like have something on me that you can go back to and say, man, look, this was my grandfather. This was my great grandfather.
Yeah.
This was my. I want that
That's
to be
pictures
able
and
to happen.
shit. Like pictures and shit.
That's
right?
fine too. I just want that to happen. Like my grandfather. Like my when I met a lot of my cousins, because my granddad had 11 kids. My dad and his oldest brother is like 17 years apart or something crazy.
Jeez.
So my dad's first niece, they was born the same year.
Damn.
So when I was meeting like my cousins, they was calling like my grandfather is their great grandfather. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I like when we bring up my grandfather, I want the like it's dope when the great grandkids and all have something of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
get you.
so I want that to. I just want that to be able to happen. Like my kids don't. Some of my kids never met my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? But when they walk into my dad's house, they see my grandfather, and then they can hear a story from my dad, or a story from me, or a story from. I want that to continue. That you can pass this story on of my grandfather. If it's only one, you can pass this one story on of my grandfather for generations and generations and generations. Like, yeah, make my grandfather Jesus. Make me Jesus. Yeah, I'm with that. Like, I'm for that. Because that's how Martin Luther King is going to be. Regardless of how we feel about it, his family is going to feel like my grandfather, my great grandfather, was Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
He was the best thing. Like
That's
Malcolm
his
X was. Yeah, that's going to happen forever.
So
it's never going to end.
Is it like that? Or like not necessarily like I have a memory of my grandfather, but like I'm proud to be so and so's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that to happen.
Malcolm X, I'm not too sure. Because of Martin's, like, his family involved in politics a little bit. It's mixed with a little bit of heroic and coonery.
Which is cool.
Malcolm's is just it's kind of like sad, you know what I mean? Like it's
His family,
what is his nephew?
they drew back a lot. His grandson,
Because his grandson was killed in Mexico. I believe his other grandson killed his wife
Killed his wife.
Damn.
Yeah.
in a fire.
His family just ain't shit. But I mean, still in the history books.
Yeah.
He's forever gonna be in the history books, right? When we're gone, somebody's still gonna be talking
I don't
about
think Malcolm X is in the history books. I think Malcolm X is one where his energy still carries on.
No, he's
definitely in the history book.
I don't know.
You don't
But
think
history books,
but you don't think his, maybe not this generation, right? But you don't think that like the next generation or the generation after is gonna be proud to be like, regardless of what y'all say, Malcolm X was my great.
I think because I think because the conscious movement will always be here and thriving. I think his
Gonna fizzle out.
his energy will always be here. But as far as the history books, I think the history books is trying to get him out of here. He's a to them, he is a part of the system of hate.
Which is cool. Wherever you put me at, I don't give a fuck.
Martin was more so,
beloved.
yeah.
He's beloved.
But they both switched at the end. We just pick and choose what we
Well,
wanna
even
gravitate
within
towards.
the black community, Martin was extremely unpopular prior to. But he has more of a safe
Story.
legacy and story, and in his, like it says, his family. More so his son, in my opinion. He floats on a lot of coonery a little bit, but you know.
But that's our opinion, not being in the family.
I would think,
Like I'm not of his descent. Like I'm not no part of.
Yeah.
So my opinion is whatever.
I
it is.
would think
don't
that
give a
could
fuck.
bring
Three or 4 years down, 3 or 4 generations down the line, they still gonna be like
His
my
family is still. That's my.
I'm
great
descendant of
grandfather.
Martin Luther King.
but
Yeah.
on the other end, though, you could also say that because of that name brings on great responsibility. Responsibility that I may not want. You know what I'm saying? Odds that I may not want. I may want to live life. I may want to fuck up a little bit. You know?
Which is. But
That's life, though.
That's your choice, right? Like there's people now that
Like you talking about somebody's legacy, though. Is it your choice?
It didn't people that did their ancestry and they like, oh shit, I'm related to Harriet Tubman, and just happy to say I'm related to Harriet Tubman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you, whatever the fuck her name is, that lady. It's people that's happy of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's some people.
But
know,
even with Harriet Tubman,
Toby.
but again, Skinny, even with Harriet Tubman's story, I don't know if her story was. I mean, a lot of people now, you know, in the books, it ain't just she was freeing slaves. So the respect for Harriet is not as strong as it used to be.
That's true.
Nobody's
Who else is she
story
freeing?
don't have blood on it.
Who else is
She was
freeing?
freeing them so they could fight.
Yeah,
So they could fight. Not, I'm freeing y'all so y'all can go do what y'all doing. She had it was like she is an army recruiter.
How many, y'all know how many
And
slaves
now we
she
got
freed?
Mike Tyson. What? Now we talking about Javante Davis. These niggas can't talk. Thank you, Harriet. Like, you are still a part of
The South lost.
Going on. The South lost. Okay.
She wasn't recruiting niggas to fight for the South, was she?
But then I don't know who the fuck she was recruiting for.
She was
I
recruiting them
think
and
for
moving them
the
up north
Union,
to fight for the
North,
Union.
yeah.
But you know how
Fight
many
for the
people she
Union.
freed?
No, I don't. Do you?
300.
Salute to the three.
Shit, lose to the three. Shit.
Damn,
But the way they tell the story,
but how
it seem like
many?
she freed
Yeah.
Like
thousands.
So how many
Yeah.
per?
Jason came, man.
How many per? Like it could be 300 on one plantation.
Maybe.
I don't know how they broke it down.
You know one black story that I was always told when I was a little kid, and I was like, this ain't no heroic shit. This is fucked up.
What?
Is it fucking John Henry? The nigga that was
Building railroad.
the railroad that was doing.
work
I
that-
said,
work
they
this
working
out-
the fuck out of my
Work that nigga
man.
to death.
Literally.
Literally work that
Why
nigga
is this
to-
even in a book?
Was that a real story?
I don't know. And you know what? If you Google it, you get a. I don't know.
I think The Rock played him. And
This nigga
that
just worked
fucked up
hard and
his whole
died,
shit.
huh?
Worked hard and died.
Really? They was getting us ready for a 40-plus hour.
That's all that fucking was.
They was getting us ready for a 40-plus
we
hour
want you. We
work
want you
week.
niggas to be John Henry around this
Played him
bitch.
too, didn't
Was it?
Terry Crews?
Oh, that might have been Terry
It
Crews.
was Terry Crews. It was a movie. A terrible
In what movie? This
John
is
Henry.
It was on
Henry.
Netflix, bro.
Just why?
It was. The power was in his hammer.
You never seen it?
I seen it. It was
Nigga,
horrible.
no.
It was a hate watch movie.
I didn't watch it either, but I seen the previews.
I watched it.
I watched it. It was horrible.
Gotta be a cold. You know
What
what?
made y'all watch it? Y'all just
I
like,
watched
let's
bad
check it out.
Nothing to do. Yeah, I'm like that. I would have watched to see
I
how
watched
bad this is.
movies. I really watched bad.
Now see me in this era, like Tui movies and like the Winnie the Poohs, the horror stories. I turned John Henry into a serial killer.
They low key did.
Nigga, what?
He was low key like hitting niggas with
Wasn't
the
Ludacris in
hammer.
it
Like
too?
he going against
Ludacris
the
was in
grain.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on,
Ludacris
man.
was in it.
Now what
flew on the Fast and
Ludacris
Furious
Yeah, we ain't even.
to the table?
This
like,
is terrible. This is a terrible movie
Yeah, it was a
already.
horrible movie.
If Ludacris ain't.
Did he have the sideburns?
It was
Please, somebody find the name.
horrible.
Remember me?
Ludacris is the villain.
I be that nigga.
John Henry is the hero, and Ludacris is the villain.
That's crazy.
He
I
had a
gotta,
metal arm or something.
I gotta take a moment to Google this shit. I
Put
need to
this
know.
out because for what? First?
Terry Crews.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a horrible.
It was
Okay.
actually produced by Terry Crews.
I bet.
Henry movie.
That
I
was
should
probably
say
his
John
idol.
Henry on it.
It's called John Henry.
Yeah,
It didn't go far.
yeah. I used to go to Blockbuster and watch like the movies on the shelf that nobody like want to pick up, like
Me
a horrible
too.
movie.
Oh, this was,
That's
it wasn't.
the
It wasn't like
7-day
a okay.
rentals.
So
It wasn't like a historical John Henry movie. This is like a modern
No,
day.
it's like a
modern day. Okay.
Fast and John Henry.
John Furious.
it wasn't like the story of John Henry. It was like,
Okay, that's why we. Okay, that's why. Okay.
but it still
That's
was bad.
crazy.
It's
Like,
even
why
worse.
would you even want
It's
to make
even
a
worse.
movie of the nigga? But if y'all lights shut off today, is there any regrets about y'all not patching up any relationships?
No.
Definitely. I've been thinking about that low key a lot. Like, not really me passing up. I feel like my kids didn't get the cousin experience.
Okay.
And I feel like every day I feel like I fail my kids on shit like that. So I would want to get my kids to know their cousin. Cause I don't feel like they get that. So maybe that. Like I don't have no bad relationships with none of my cousins. We just don't.
Don't do that.
Is there any
We just don't
relationships
kick
out any relationships out there, just period, that you wouldn't feel bad about not patching up?
No, I'm good. Like personal relationship, if I die, I tell everybody as soon as we get into it with me, like if I die, miss my funeral. Like that's my first word. I am perfectly okay if I don't like you, know that I don't like you till death. If I die not liking you, I didn't like you.
Yeah.
So and I'm perfectly fine with dying not liking you.
Ivan?
No, not really. Because most of the time, if we not seeing eye to eye, I didn't initiate it most of the time. So if it's some shit you did, so you need to fix it, motherfucker.
Jeez. Ivy?
No.
No? Damn.
No. You know how I move. Once it's over, it's just over. I can easily detach. So we'll just leave it at that.
I think it's a lot out there for me, man. If the lights shut off, it might be a lot out there for me.
It ain't no kids. Is it?
Because
I'm just kidding.
No illegitimate.
You know how your granddaddy
Oh, you
be
crazy
having some
motherfucker.
kids show up like, whoa.
Nah,
Me and my dad.
I don't give-
I want to find some of his kids.
you know,
Wait. Okay, you go ahead. And then we're going to come back to this.
Sorry.
We're going to circle back to that.
I heard it.
Go ahead.
I heard it. I don't give much grace to those that I love.
So you don't give much grace?
I don't.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't let people in anyways.
Yeah.
So if I do, and then I feel like you fucked me over,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that grave is built. That can go for my mom, my dad, like
Damn.
Anybody.
yeah, anybody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But I
And-
feel like
and-
that's unfortunate for you though, like in those kind of situations, because it's like, what do you have to hold on to hold that type of resentment for somebody so close to you, like a
Nothing.
mom or your dad? Like that's
Nothing. Is the
you don't even think about it. You just be like, fuck
move
it.
on.
Mm.
Just kind of, it is fucked up. You know what I mean? It is fucked up, and I always mention this, like when me and Skinny was bumping heads, and he was like the first one to kind of like damn, my nigga, you know what I mean? Like, so I'll be thinking about it, but old habits break hard, man. And so even now, it's like, oh, I let you in and you fucked me over. Yeah, I'm kind of cool. But then when I look back on it, it'd be like, man, that shit was for nothing, bro. You know what I mean?
A lot of times
of
it's
this shit would be
not.
like
Yeah.
nothing. It'd be little shit. It could be a conversation can fucking,
Yeah.
Fix a
you know
lot
what I
of
mean?
things.
That's why these things right here, man, it fucks up everything because everybody texting and shit. But a simple face-to-face conversation, man, could
Change everything.
change the direction of a lot of things. You know what I mean? But you know, pride and
Yeah.
I'm speaking for myself at this point. But
Yeah.
Or fear of confrontation, because a lot of people they'll
I'm
say
not
they're
that too.
not you. And I'm just saying a lot of people say they're protecting their peace because they
that's
don't want to have those.
avoidability.
They don't want to have those
Uncomfortable conversation.
uncomfortable conversations. They have a fear of confrontation
Or avoid it. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
instead of saying you made me feel like this in this moment, and that's why I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah. So that's something I do want to work on, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there I love and I fuck with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it do kind of be like, are you that fucked up that you just be like, fuck it? You know?
A lot of people are though. A lot of people are just like,
Yeah, some people are.
I don't have too many of them relationships. Like most people, I love. Like I still love. Like and I don't talk to nobody every day. Like literally nobody every day.
there's
So-
nobody I want to talk to every day.
Yeah, there's nobody like aside of the people that I live with. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't
Not
talk
even
to,
them.
I don't even want to talk to them every day.
What?
Man, preach.
I'm glad it ain't just me. Cause goddamn. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I don't talk to nobody every day. But like I don't have no. There's no relationships that was like super scoring in my life.
Okay.
Like all shit, damn near all my exes, I don't have no issues with. Like I have no issues with no one that went bad with me. I don't have none like that.
Woo.
I don't have none. Like all my exes, like we don't, of course, like we don't speak. Like it's not like you know what I'm saying, but we don't
Yeah.
have a bad relationship. It's not like I see you and we have an issue.
Yeah.
I don't have a relationship that broke off crazy bad. I don't have none of them. It just
Okay.
when it ended, it ended. You know what I'm saying? Like so. There's nothing I hold to heart that I'd be mad.
Well, I take that back. I don't have no beef with any of my exes. I think the problem is that they want everybody to have the same experience as them. If that makes sense.
Experience as far as what?
Like, because our relationship was one way, everybody has to feel a way because our relationship was that way.
They want everybody to feel the same way about you that they do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not considering that was when I was a baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we been here for 11. So that puts me at 24. So a lot of these relationships was like,
Yeah.
I was a baby. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, y'all don't have to be the finished product, but I do. So we couldn't just have that relationship. It went bad, but like he on this shit now. It's like no.
People don't
He'll
acknowledge growth
always
like
be
that, though. People
Some
don't.
people want to be with you.
People don't acknowledge that growth though. I think that's just a human thing. Like, if you was a hoe in high school I'm 40, you still a hoe in my eyes.
Shit.
Yeah, she still.
Is it hard to not think that?
Yeah, when somebody fall into a character box,
They can't come out of
if
that.
it's a one time thing, then maybe. But if you did this more than once, you still that. I think maybe. It's
I ain't
just
no.
me.
I'm not no hater, so I can acknowledge growth. But I probably always be like, "Ooh, boy, she was like, she doing her thing now." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you also have those where like, yeah, I see you doing something good, but doing something good does not equate to growth either.
That's
you
true.
could still be a nigga,
A terrible person.
terrible. You know what I mean? Bad people do good things too. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And so that don't cancel out all of. But this is because I'm still, you know what I'm saying? I'm still watching. Like, you know, if you our age and you still into the bullshit, that's a problem.
Which a lot of people are.
So because you do something good, that doesn't equate to why is it every time there's some bullshit, I see you. You know what I mean? So that type shit, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have any of those that exes, so I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm that ex for most people.
So what was you doing? What was you doing for you to be that ex?
Nothing. I was a baby. I was young. I'm still.
Yeah.
You kind of like you know what you want, but your body is saying no. You know what I'm saying? You want to sow your royal oats. You know what I mean? So now it's like, well, now you.
So now you just supposed to be cheating for the rest of your life and all that stuff off of 19-year-old decisions.
So I don't have I don't have no, and maybe I don't know if that's a bad thing. Like I don't have that ex. I don't have somebody that I was with that was like, well, damn, they doing like amazing now. I don't have one of those.
I gotta.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't had too many exes, but
That ex, like every time you get with a nigga, every time, like I'm that ex. Like goddamn, every time you get with a nigga, why does he have to be compared to me, or why do you have to bring up what we went through back then?
Maybe it was the best thing that
Like
they
you've
had.
been through a bunch of niggas after me.
a bunch.
Why do I gotta be that?
whole
Why does you know what I'm saying? It's like, god damn, why me?
Nah, for real.
You been through, boy. It's other kids out there. You know what I'm saying? You've made other life decisions out there. Why do I still have to be that ex? Stop bringing me up.
You set the tone.
You set the tone.
You set the
Yeah.
tone.
What the fuck is the tone?
You set the standard, and then when it didn't work well, she comparing everybody to you. So you
But if you have other experiences, why do you still go back to a decades old situation? And I'm not just speaking for me. I'm just saying in general. Why do you, if you've had other situations, why do you still go back to?
you probably the scapegoat. She said you the reason that she's like.
Because
that.
sometimes you be the first. Like when you're younger, it'd be you was my first love though,
You the first person I maybe poured into the
first
in a
one,
certain
and-
type of way.
and they stick into that.
I don't look
I
at my
like-
first love like that.
I have an ex that comes back every so often. Like I don't fuck with her every time, but she always like finds a way to like hit me up or something crazy. Me and her parents are still randomly.
I don't do that.
How
bitch.
you been?
Don't do
And all that. Like
I die, you die. We die. Fuck. Niggas still be coming around. Hey, mama, no, bitch.
Now that's crazy. Like,
Your mama can't still be mama no more.
no.
Fuck. If we die,
that out.
everything dies.
See, I don't-
yeah, her mama still.
Cause no,
like,
I'm burning all buildings. I'm burning everything.
See, I can't.
If it's over, it's over.
My mom is the birthday lady, so if she's ever called you for your birthday, she's gonna call you every year for your birthday. So you still
yeah, that's crazy.
Nah, she out of line.
what?
That's crazy.
Are you
When it's
that? Are
over,
you
it's
that
over.
ex? Are you that ex, or do you have one
Nah,
that like every time you get with somebody, your relationship is compared to?
I've had 2 relationships. One of them I could still. Never mind. The other one, I don't know what that lady got going on. I talked to that lady and
That's all.
Yeah, both. I was the ex, the first love to one.
did you call the police on yours though?
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
third
crazy.
one. That's the one that got a new wife now. So more
Okay,
power
shout
to
out
her.
to-
But then
Shout
one.
out.
She got a new wife. Was you the first wife? You said it. I was like, damn, she got a new wife. Like, what?
Oh shit, she had a.
What transpired here?
That was crazy. That was
No. She got married to a girl.
Said
after
the
me.
SO is for sexual
she got-
orientation.
Nigga just OVO'd me right now. Huh? God damn.
You said it, bro.
69.
You like them WNBA studs, nigga?
Like, what happened? Like, how did you sneak into that one?
Nah, she was always bi. So then after we broke up, she just started women only exclusive. So then she got married. Then they got a
Does that share
divorce.
your feelings?
Huh?
That shares your feelings? Because I've had a woman
ruined
after
that.
me
I
start
was-
dating
I was
women, and
fucked
that
up.
fuck
I was
yeah.
fucked up on that. I was
Only
fucked up.
because we ain't never fucked no bitches together, and I got mad about that. Like, you like women, I like women too. Let's do this. But she always make me find a woman. But then
Bro,
when I
that
pick
is
that's
my
the worst
life.
part.
Oh my god.
I gotta find a chick, but I know you ain't gonna like the bitch. Then you gonna be looking at this bitch like why I like her. So I always made her try to find a chick, and she,
Did y'all fuck before you got her? Like, where did she like?
Yeah, man.
yeah,
That's because women be having ulterior motives. That's why.
God.
But
that
it's
shit was
true.
annoying.
Can we just fuck this bitch and move on?
Yeah.
Why I gotta
As
be,
long as you ain't
why I
doing
gotta
nothing
be
extra.
the fucking undercover
Yeah,
mystery
so I was more mad
and
about
shit?
that. Than
Why you gotta be Matlock? Like we just fucking.
I was just watching some shit on Tubi similar to that.
Jesus,
Matlock?
Kenny, we gotta get
God
you.
damn.
No, I'm saying
This
like
nigga cables.
No, it was like the way the story was. The lady thought that her man was cheating on her with another man, so she was telling him like, "Well, let's have a threesome. Let's have a threesome with two women," because she just wanted to prove that her man wasn't gay. But the whole time when she was going through his phone, he was really texting a woman, but he was putting like male names for the women.
Yeah.
Like okay, so like when we
She ended up killing
when we
everybody.
got together, when did it become you?
Killed everybody.
When did it become
Story short.
like you really fucking with me and not comparing me to your previous situations?
I don't think I ever compared you to my previous situations. I really don't.
Nigga, you don't rap.
Not at all. Like, no, for real.
That's
No,
right.
honestly,
Compare you for it,
no,
nigga.
you-
Spit a 16, nigga.
Listen, he was totally different from any other guy that I ever dated
You
before.
never said I
like,
didn't remind you of somebody. Like, we
looks
gotta
wise,
stop. Okay.
and that's it. But other than that, like you,
Who was it?
No, we don't.
looks wise. But other than that, no. Like you you always had a job. You've always been super responsible. Like you wasn't chasing a dream. You
Jesus
literally knew exactly what you were gonna do. So I've never compared you to nobody else that I dated. But I didn't like when I broke up or when me and my exes broke up. It was I think I only had one that was like a terrible breakup. But everybody else is kind of like I was the reason why we broke up. Like I left it. So
okay.
it wasn't really like I got left. So I wasn't mad. I don't have like any exes that I don't, that I hate or anything.
But you don't
that.
have like, okay, so who would be like that ex where you were comparing all your situations to that?
What do you mean?
Rage.
Like prior to him.
Right.
Prior to me, the exes that every time you got into a new situation, these
What is it? What are we
He
doing
said
right
rage. That's
now?
all I'm just laughing at.
What are we
Rage.
doing right now?
prior to me, the
That's all.
situations, every time you start talking to somebody, you could compare them to your previous situation.
I didn't. I don't.
Okay.
I've never done that. I've never had a reason to do that.
Gotta
But
grow
both
up.
y'all would have been young when y'all started dating.
I was
anyway.
24, she was
I was
27.
27. Yeah. So
Shit, you wasn't chasing the dream. Homie ain't had no dreams.
no. No, because you know how.
Niggas just- he just-
Not like that. So when I
John
say
Henry,
that,
nigga.
Crazy, bro. Hey, I thought y'all didn't hear it, so I just was like, that's crazy.
not like that. Because when
retired from right
what
here.
I'm saying is, when I say that, is like people that I was dealing with before, like they didn't have no plan B. Like you just want to just do that, and it's not lucrative. Like you're not.
Jesus.
It wasn't lucrative.
That's what's up.
This guy was put together, so maybe that's why they all be like comparing their exes or their new situations to you because you have made life easy for me, honestly.
I've been a piece of
And
shit.
I don't like, and I don't, I did a lot of growing as a woman when me and you got together. Like although I'm older than you, you introduced me to structure. You introduced me to like planning and sticking to the plan and actually seeing it through fruition. Like,
Because he
I
didn't have
grew a
no
lot.
dream.
Not like that. Not like that. Y'all crazy.
It was literally reality.
Damn.
No, what you
Not like
into this
that.
with?
Damn.
Y'all so funny.
That shit was a fucking jab, nigga. She said that you wasn't
boy.
chasing
You got any dreams? Get rid of your dreams.
God damn.
Well, clearly
Let me
that's
go
not
ahead
the
and put
case.
these headphones up and shit, man. Quit, nigga.
Clearly,
God.
that's not the case. But what I'm saying is that you're a realist. Like you've been you
Dreamless
take care of
ass
your
nigga.
business.
Talk about a
care of
backhanded
your
compliment.
business. My
And that
bad.
shit went right. No, I heard you. I was hoping that they didn't hear that.
Nah.
I couldn't stop laughing. Like,
Good laugh about 5 minutes.
wait.
You made me realize life is real. Nigga.
Hey man,
Whatever.
also man, shout out, man. I know man, I think shout out to our brother Stretch, man. I think that was the easiest interview I think I've ever done.
Yeah, he just walked himself through it.
Yeah.
Him and
Yeah.
I think him and Stacy might have
Yeah,
been
was
the
it
easiest,
Stacey?
man. It was just kind of like, got kind of heated these last couple of days, but man, shout out.
Live, huh?
I thought it was kind
yeah.
of just gonna be
About to pop off.
I just thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be kind of just a smooth, and all of a sudden I just started getting hit. The DMs and the fucking the views page was good. I was like,
Oh, wow.
all right. Oh man,
right
what?
in the comments. Yeah.
The comments, I was getting DMs and shit like,
But that's one of those situations where you say like people want you to experience. They want you to have that same experience that they have had with that person.
no, not even that. No. I think whatever was being said, man. The one thing I did, I learned in the movement that I brought here is all about full transparency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anytime like we got something going on with the pod or anything like that, y'all all, you know what I mean? Ain't no darkness.
Yeah.
And I've learned that in the movement because that can come back and bite you in the ass. So it's always been about full transparency.
Yeah.
So, I was not surprised. Like it wasn't gonna be no DMs and shit. If
Yeah.
somebody in the movement had something to say, it was gonna be,
Public.
so
It was gonna be public.
yeah, you know what I mean? So but shout out to him. Skinny said there was something that stood out to him that he said, and it was also interesting because I was like,
Because he was basically saying like one of his brothers kind of like called him out on like he was trying to call him and he wasn't answering the phone and he kind of like, he said called him up
yeah,
and it made him kind of like, get his shit together. And then even looking at the comments
yeah,
was like, I don't want to cake for Stretch because I don't want y'all to fight me. But I feel like even looking at the comments, it's like in a moment of the interview, he was saying like I wasn't the best person, like I didn't have this right. You know what I'm saying? Like I was foul.
Also, he was you talking about a 19, 20-year-old.
Yeah, like I probably wasn't the best person at the time. Like your reason for hating me is probably, you know what I'm saying? Okay,
Justified.
it's probably justified. But I am changing. I'm figuring this out.
Yeah.
And that kind of, it stood out to me because I was like, okay, because I don't know Stretch outside of, you know what I'm saying? Like everything I know of Stretch, me personally, I didn't have no reason to even want to meet Stretch
Yeah, I get it.
because my introduction to Stretch was our podcast situation.
Yeah.
So me personally, it was like, I don't care if I never meet this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like that was, it kind of cleared some stuff for me. Like, oh, okay, you just,
It's a level of humility.
yeah, you was kind of just thinking you was Santa Claus. I don't know. Like you're a real person. So yeah, that definitely stood out to me.
That's crazy.
So, can you think of a time that y'all was actually called out and adjusted to it?
Yeah. What's my question?
I'm gonna go ahead right now and say no. Well, I think our situation, like in the beginning, was kind of like rough.
Yeah.
Other than that, probably no. And I don't know if this is a fuck. Oh, this is gonna sound very, very fucking. I have a hard time listening to anybody I feel is beneath me.
It's understandable.
Sheesh.
I get it.
That is
If that makes
insane.
sense. Yeah. So it's kind of like, it's not that I don't,
Like, who are you? Like,
yeah.
why should I?
Yeah, what the fuck have you done? Tell me what the fuck that type shit. That shit sounds crazy, but that's where I'll be at with it. I'll listen to somebody like if I genuinely like respect you and what you're saying, and I think it's coming from a genuine place. I don't need you to dim my fucking light. You know what I'm saying? I could do that on my own if I wanted to. A lot of these motherfuckers, it does come from insecurity. And no, the fuck out my face.
And hate.
Yeah, get the fuck out my face.
Fear. I think a lot of it comes from fear.
I could do that on my own though.
Yeah.
I could do that on my own. I'm gonna call it out if it's on somebody else.
Because you'll call yourself out before someone else.
Y'all have seen me, nigga. When I get in my head, nigga, I'm in my
Yeah.
head. I don't need another motherfucker to tell me what the fuck me need to do. Fuck you.
The beneath me part is fucking
That is insane.
Because I've never like I don't include like us because
Right.
we were kind of like building something and we were still trying to lay down the foundation. So there's a lot of button heads in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
But no one I've ever looked up to has ever called me out on anything.
Okay.
Is
That kinda
everybody?
makes
Is that a
too.
good thing though?
What you mean?
I mean, is that a good thing that no one has ever brought something to your attention? Because it doesn't always have to be a call out type of situation, but none of us are perfect. So there's things that we can all improve. So if someone that you feel or deem as superior to you has never said anything constructive to you for you to make changes, is that a good thing?
Are they really superior?
Yeah, that on superior is a crazy word.
Well, I mean, if you're saying that they're above you, what is above you?
Not even someone I looked up to. I don't know if that's you would
Okay.
say above.
Well, even with that, if no one has offered you constructive criticism that you were able
I've
to
never
receive,
felt like it came from a genuine place. Like, and shout out to bro. I mean, I don't want him to feel in any way when I say this, but like, so we was having a conversation, right? And every time a views conversation comes up, right? It'd be like they always bring up like our social medias and shit, right? And I know people, you hire people for that, right?
Yeah.
They always bring up our social media and our followings and all that shit, right? And so I said, okay. Let me put these numbers on you real quick though.
Right.
Simple screenshot. Let me show you what these numbers look like though. Then it's like, oh. You know what I mean? Instead of, I don't remember my point.
I kind of get.
There is one facet of it, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, well, do you want the real thing or do you want like a facade? Or it's like, well, or is it because we're not thriving in what you feel we should be thriving in that we're not thriving?
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it didn't become God. It wasn't like it's not like let me throw these numbers on you real quick. It's not like a God damn. Okay, we can flip this into something. It's kind of like you know? So that's why
You feel like you wanted more of an acknowledgement of what we actually have there?
yeah, because it's like that social media shit is a facade. One, you can buy that shit. Two, it doesn't equate to putting asses in the seats.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I like to talk my shit, and I like to like get a response out of it. But I wouldn't say we've ever put some shit on there one time. Well, we put some shit out there on purpose to like get people. You know what I'm saying? So the shit that we build up on, this is Like when you go to even on the Instagram shit, like our numbers not super huge, but like the comments and shit, it's all even. It ain't like we got 15.7 fucking thousand
likes and then 5 comments.
Yeah.
15.7 thousand followers, and then you go to the videos and it's like 30 fucking likes and like 2 comments. You know what I mean? It's kind of like even. But I'm putting something on you that is authentic.
Yeah.
I'm showing you. I'm showing you the breakdown. Now it's kind of like, oh. So it's like, do you want the real thing or do you want the facade?
Yeah, but my point is that even with all that being said, like you still have to be able to take some of what they're saying and be like, okay, well, thank you, I respect that, and maybe even acknowledge it. But this is what I'm doing on this side. Like you have to know how to receive constructive criticism in anything that you want to be successful in. You can't always be like, you can't always just show up and be like, well, but this is what I'm doing, and they're like, okay, I see that, that's great. But you should also focus on this as well. And you should be able to receive that without an issue.
Absolutely.
But shouldn't that be given to you by a person that's qualified to give you that information?
This is what the...
Okay, so but you have to be able to receive it, though.
So when I throw
if
something...
nobody is giving you that, if no qualified people are giving you that type of feedback, then there's something wrong.
No, I think there's a huge problem when we've built what we've built, right? We've built what we've built, doing what we do, right? I'm all for taking criticism when it comes to this can help y'all grow, not this can help y'all grow in my way, right? So if I'm if you're telling me, well, this is why we're not getting this, then I say, well, let me show you something, and then it's not like, oh, well, I can flip this into getting this. That to me is, well, where's your criticism coming from? That's my thing.
Stem from envy.
Yeah.
I think it's important to where it's coming from, because sometimes it's just envy, like you're just hating instead of offering. Like when you do say that, like what Shayna's saying, if you do say something about my social media numbers, and then I show you, well, I'm getting these numbers. If you have a way to help me grow these social media numbers authentically, then keep speaking.
Then share.
But
share, yeah.
if you just did that out of you just thought you was proving a point. Yeah, get your bitch ass on.
That's crazy. Hey, man, this is cool, but yeah, man, shout out to everybody that's fucking with us, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
I get the times and shit like that, but and we gonna get outside, man. I know people keep asking. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, but it did hit me.
Actually,
I told her the other day.
Somebody said they got a venue for it.
The other day, somebody came up to me. Some random motherfucker came up to me and was like, I'm gonna stop asking about y'all coming outside. And I was like, I ain't even the fuck the person was. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. I mean, that shit was kind of. I was like, damn, man. I feel like outside it's just.
Nah, we gotta go outside.
It's busy out there, man.
We gotta go outside.
It's busy out there.
It is. It's busy. This is. I think there's a lot of. One of the good things about Vegas is it always has a lot of options.
Yeah.
I think that's something we've always stood on. Like right, like when we have had events, like I don't think we've had an event where it was just us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like every time we've had an event, it was like, well, we're competing with this
Something
and this
big.
and that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We've
Never
always
moved
competed
that big.
against
Yeah.
a big name, and we've always held our own. So,
Facts.
I don't think we can't do that still.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out, man. As always, man, you can find the podcast pages on Twitter at Views from the Seven. I enjoy seeing everybody out there, kind of like everybody still doing their thing, man.
Yeah,
I do. We gonna get out there. We coming. As always, man, you can follow the podcast pages on Twitter at Views from the Seven, Instagram at Views from the Seven. Views from the _7, TikTok Views from the _7, and Facebook Views from the 7. You can follow me at Just Call Me Spence. Man, I gotta get back active, bro. I done kind of like
Fell off.
I don't be active on shit no more, really. I don't know what it is, but man, fuck it. Just Call Me Spence on Twitter.
Shayna _Candy everywhere. That's SHAYNA _KANTII.
Don't sweat.
Skinny Junior 777 on Instagram.
Young Al Bundy, YUNG_Al_Bundy on Twitter and Instagram.
I am S to the O on Instagram and Twitter.
All right, man. Next week we up out of here. Peace.